this is Anna here at Artreach. Today I'm going to tell you about another artist I enjoy named Vasily Kandinsky. So his name is spelled like Wassily, but it's pronounced Vasily. He was born in Russia and grew up in Moscow, and he started out painting scenes like this. So things that you would see around him. He moved to Germany and his paintings started to get a little bit more abstract, which means less realistic for what he was actually seeing and more shapes and colors. Some of them, like this, one of the names for this painting is Sea Battle. So if you use your imagination, you can kind of maybe see some sails from boats and some water. Got to use your imagination with that one. And then he started doing more geometric inspired art. So lots of circles. He loved to use circle shapes in his paintings. He also really liked to use parallel lines. So parallel lines is when they're the same distance apart all the way across. They would never run into each other if those lines kept going forever. What other shapes do you see? Can you find zigzags, dots, straight lines, curvy lines, triangles? This is one of my favorites of Vasily Kandinsky. Lots of interesting shapes and colors. Here's more of his circles and those lines kind of cutting up those circles. Eventually he lived in Paris, and at this time he was using more squiggly lines. Some of these almost look like outer space paintings, right? All right. So my challenge to you is to create some art inspired by those geometric shapes like Vasily Kandinsky. So the first thing that I want you to do is to do a little scavenger hunt through your house and see what you can find for round shapes. So I've got a toilet paper tube, a cup, another little cup, and a bowl. See what different size containers you can find. And then you're going to need some edges. So my ruler has a straight edge, but can you find anything in your house that maybe has kind of a zigzaggy edge, or maybe a comb that you could trace along the edge of, so you get that kind of bumpy line? And then you will need some paper and some markers. Okay. So we are going to trace these items with different colors. So remember when we looked at Vasily Kandinsky's work? Look how much color he has on there. That one was pretty dark. This one is more pastel. It's lighter colors, but still lots and lots of color on there, right? You could pick out all of your favorite colors, or you could use all the colors in the rainbow, whatever you want to do. And we're gonna trace those shapes that you found. Now make sure that your markers are washable, so if you get it on the edge of your cup, it'll come off. If you don't have washable markers, then you're gonna wanna use a pencil instead and go back over them with your marker, because we don't wanna get marker all over the cup that you're gonna use at dinner, right? All right, so I'm tracing my circles. Lots of different circles and shapes. Some big, some small, and they can overlap each other. Vasily Kandinsky loved to do lots of stuff with circles. And then some lines. Oh, that marker doesn't work very well. Let's try this one. There we go. So you make your own abstract picture using all of these different lines and shapes, just like Vasily Kandinsky. And then maybe you want to make your own shapes on here, like some of those squiggly shapes, some spirally shapes. All right? You create your own abstract picture using shapes and lines like Vasily Kandinsky. Happy creating!